I have your permission to use your words as a
Sure.
primary source, and
Okay.
it's just, like I said, for research purposes. So, the first question I wanted to know was, what was your involvement in the United Farm Workers of America?
My personal involvement?
Did you have any personal involvement?
Not directly, no.
No.
No, indirectly. I helped him here and there, any place I could. But I had no real uh, job or something to do.
Uh-huh.
No.
And what do you think? Well, I have a ton of questions to ask you, so I'm trying to organize my thoughts. But I kind of wanted to get some background information and see how could you describe the way that you were raised, the way that you grew up, and how do you think that influenced, the historical events that happened with your brother?
Well, we grew up in a farm. We knew what farm work was. And my mama was kind of a religious person. Always taught us how to nonviolence. And she always used to say, "It takes two to fight." Remember? And things like that. We had a farm. We lost. Naturally, didn't get to get out and follow the crops. What they call it. We had to go place to place and to look for work. And as a result, we met a lot of people that learned a lot of things, a lot of other people. But as far as us growing, my mama kept us close to being respectful of other people and things like that.
Okay. I'm not sure. Is there anything that you feel?
Yes. What year did you move here to San Jose? And this is a historic home right here.
Right there.
Right
Next
here.
door.
This is it right
Oh,
here.
okay.
Okay. And now, is that the original property then?
The property, but not the house.
The house. Okay.
Oh,
So the
okay.
house was rebuilt
New one.
and everything.
It's
Okay.
just the property.
Okay. Just the property.
Although he came and visited a lot of times. My mama used to live in, there's two houses there. The one in the back, my mama used to live there. He used to come a lot to visit.
Right. Right.
Stay overnight and things like that.
Right.
Okay.
Do you remember what year that you moved here to this location?
Oh yeah, 1953.
1953.
On that one.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
And then you remember originally the original Guadalupe Church was on the other side. I myself was a child when we used to go there, and then I believe in 1968 was when they reconstructed a new one here on San Antonio Street.
Uh-huh.
And the original one was removed because of. Do you remember the history on that?
Well,
it was removed, wasn't it? Not earthquake standards.
No. After the new one was built, they decided to bring it over and keep it and save it.
Uh-huh.
Like use it for
Monument.
Yeah, or use it like a hall or something to rent and this and that. So.
Right.
And it's still there.
Right.
They moved it over to this property over here.
Okay.
And now, what they're trying to do now is remodel it to the way it was when it was over on
Right.
Camera Avenue.
Right. I remember that.
And to be a historical landmark.
Oh, wow.
Now, how did it come about that you got this monument here in front of your house and that's had a picture, this plaque right here? Who initiated that? Did the people, the community?
No, they actually a city councilman, I believe, was. They brought it up to things like this. They brought the idea, and they went through it, and they let us know if it was okay. I said, sure, good. And that's the way they make that landmark.
Right.
The property is a landmark.
Right. So,
because he lived there for a while.
Right. So I'm sure the whole entire family is very proud, to say that, hey, well, this is something that's here in our community. It represents your family, and hopefully for other generations to come by and see this historical monument right here.
One thing I was kind of curious about, like I said, I've just been kind of like peeking around at a bunch of different things, and the Wrath of Grapes speech that your brother gave. I personally feel like that's huge, and that's so bold, and that takes so much courage to do something like that. I mean, did you think that it was going to turn into this big, huge, successful thing like it did?
Never had no idea how it was going to turn out.
No idea.
It just kept on going, and all of a sudden, before we knew it, there was more and more. He was getting more and more famous, and we used to get more power, and get other people to help, and things like that. And it's my daughter, Rachel.
Oh, you're Rachel?
Yes.
Oh, I'm Larry Galindo.
Remember him?
I think we have some pictures of you there in Summit Street years ago. I got
Probably.
Nadine's my sister. Huh?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I have a picture of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're trying.
Yes, the youngest.
The youngest.
What?
Yeah.
Grandma's here. Grandma's here.
Well, we just came by to just do a real quick interview with your dad. My daughter, she's
I'm writing a research paper,
Yeah.
so,
But,
yeah.
About la causa.
yeah. Can you tell us anything about that, Rachel? Do you know anything that you can help us with about La Causa, that back in the 60s when your uncle was
Watch, careful with each other.
in the movement?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, state your name again?
Oh, my name is Rachel Garcia.
Rachel Garcia.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you. I'm
Okay.
Natalie
That's
Galindo.
Natalie.
It's his daughter.
Okay.
My daughter, yeah.
The movement started because there was a need, right? And my uncle stepped up, and you know, I truly believe at the beginning he didn't think it would get worldwide. He was just.
Here, tell my dad that I'm gonna go with you.
No, you go tell your dad, please. Sorry. Hurry up. So initially it started as helping the neighborhood, because here in this area there was no plumbing, there were no sidewalks,
Oh, wow.
hence the title Sal Si Puedes, and that's a twofold meaning. One was get out if you can, because literally they couldn't get out of the neighborhood when the rains came. They had to go through mud.
Oh, I didn't know
You
that's
know?
why they called it that. Okay.
And so then it took on another significance on get out of the conditions, right? And so he started, and they did canvassing of the neighborhoods and got people to register to vote. So then they approached the council, the city council, and told them, we don't want this anymore. And of course, these are voting constituents, so they listened to them, and there started to become a change. Okay? But then my uncle, in his foresight, he saw that it was bigger than just Eastside San Jose. And he, being a farm worker background, he took on the cause, or la causa, of the farm worker movement, right? Because lowest paid, marginalized, no type of services for them, yet the people that bring the food to everyone's table,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So he started organizing, and he looked for a central location, because the farm workers lived here, right? But a lot of the farmers that lived in this area, you would go out to work to different,
Wherever there
different
was work.
places where there was work, right? And so there wasn't a whole lot of stability. But the what do you call it? The grape in like the Delano area,
Yeah, the Delano.
that has the longest planting to harvesting period. So you get more people in a stable location, and that's why that was chosen as the location to start.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, because if you're trying to organize people and they're roaming around like gypsies following the crop, that's really, really hard. You got to find somebody that's a little more again, the period was The period was a longer time. That way, he had more attention from the people because they were there, and not have to leave to follow the tomatoes or the lettuce or the prunes. They were there, and then that's why that was decided, and that's why that became the headquarters.
Okay.
Right, and it was all the family helped. It was my other uncle, my dad's other brother, Richard. He mortgaged his house so that they could have some money to do it, because no one was getting paid. Right, this is all volunteer. I mean, and you still have to eat, you still have to dress, you still have to live.
Yeah.
So my uncle did that. This is how much the family believed in this.
Wow, it's amazing.
So it was a family effort. Then other people that were interested in helping joined and just grew bigger and bigger.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you
That's
very,
a little,
very much.
my,
We don't wanna-
my acorn.
we don't wanna-
No,
we don't
thank
wanna
you so
detain you,
much.
but
Yeah.
we came all the way from Turlock.
Oh.
Natalie goes to UOP in Stockton at the university there, and you know we're really proud of her. And she told me that she really wanted to do this, and I said, well, gee, I don't have Lee's number, but get up in the morning, we're going there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, because
kind of random, but thank you very